Hi everyone, welcome back to Salmon and Cod Playtime. We are so glad that you have come to play with us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, okay? Alright, well as you can see, we are doing division again today. It's called long division, which is kind of a silly name. It just means division. Now last time, our examples that we did all turned out to be really nice numbers. But what if your problem doesn't turn out to be such a kind of sweet little compacted number? What if it's a little longer than normal? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have any fish in our little fish tank here, but we're going to pretend like there's some in there. I ate all the goldfish, so I don't have any goldfish left in our tank, but we're going to pretend that there's little fishies in our little fish tank today, okay? Okay, so today's problem is going to look like this. Mr. Dividey here, see him? Mr. Divide, he has 4 friends today that he would like to give some fish to, okay? Now the number of fish that are in his tank right now that he wants to give away to his friends, that number is going to be 257, just like that. 257. Okay? We got this. We can totally do this. Let's help Mr. Divide figure out how many fish he can give each of his 4 friends, okay? We're going to take the fish tank away just for now, just so you can see what I'm doing, but know that this little block right here stands for the fish tank, okay? So the first number in the tube is the number 2. Do you see that number 2? And Mr. Divide says, send down the first number. So down this tube, the number 2 goes. Okay, if I have 2 things, can I get one group of 4 out of 2 things? Well, let's look at that. If I had 2 things, 1, 2, can I get 4 things out of that? No, there's not enough. This is what 4 looks like, but I don't have that many. I only have this many. And that's not enough to divide between 4 friends. So, the answer is no. I cannot get a group of 4 out of this 2. Remember, in math, no is always an answer. It's always a number. So we're going to come up here above this 2, and we're going to put a 0. And that 0 meant, nope, we can't get a group out of that, but we're going to mark it with a 0 just to show we did it, and it didn't quite work for us. So we're going to put a 0 right there. So now Mr. Divide says, send down the next number. So down the chute, the next number goes, and the next number was a number 5. Well, now, instead of having 2 dots, now we have 25 dots, because these numbers are going to join together to make one big number. They're going to make the number 25, and 25 is a lot. Can we get the number 4 out of the number 25? Oh my goodness, we sure can. Let's find out how many times. Let's draw 25 dots. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's a lot of dots. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I put them going in rows of 4. Let's find out how many groups of 4 we can get out of the number 25. Are you ready? Let's see. There's 1 group of 4 right there. 2 groups of 4. 3 groups of 4. 4 groups of 4. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here we go. 5 groups of 4. There's 6 groups of 4. We got 6 groups of 4 of that. Now, we still have this little dot over here, and we are not going to forget that little dot. That dot is very, very, very important. He does not get does not get wow! I can't talk. Let's try this a third time. He does not get forgotten about. He is very important. Okay? In fact, let's make that little dot into a cat. Just to show how important it is. Do you see the little cat? Oh, he's so cute. We can't forget about him. We would never forget about that cute little cat. So, can we get the groups of 4 out of the number 25? Yes, we can. We could get 6 groups of 4 out of the number 25. So up here, above this 5, we're going to put this number 6 because that's how many groups we got out of there. Okay? So we're going to put the number 6. Now 6 groups of 4, we said equaled 24. Because all these little dots right here equal 24 dots. Because that 25th dot was our little cat, and he was the leftover. So we're going to put him over here. Okay? Now, just for a minute, I'm going to erase all of our dots just so I can do the math. Because I can't see the problem to do the math. So, sorry. We're going to leave the little cat because he's too cute. I can't erase him yet. He's too cute. We're going to erase all this out of the way for just a second. And that equals 24. Now, we're going to subtract. Okay, because 6 groups of 4 were 24. And when we subtract 24 from 25, we get the number 1. Just like we had that 1 cat left over, that's where that number 1 comes over. It's the number of little dots that were left over after we took all of our groups of 4 out. Okay? That's the little dot that was left over. Well, now Mr. Divide says, send down the next number. Okay? So the next number is the number 7. So we're going to bring that 7 right down here. Now, instead of being a 7, because we had that 1 left over, now it becomes a 17. A 1, 7, 17. Can we get groups of 4 out of the number 17? Well, let's see how many dots 17 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, ready? Let's see how many groups of 4 we could get out of that. We could get 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 4. So above this 7, we're going to put the number 4 to show that we could get 4 groups of 4 out of the number 17. Now, this one also had a little cat left over here. Let's see if we can draw this into a little cat. There goes the tail. Little legs. Oh, he looks so handsome. Okay, he looks more like a mouse than a cat. But that's okay. I can't draw, and that's okay. Okay, so we're going to take this over here. Now, we said that 4 groups of 4, the little dots we just did, equaled 16. Okay, now we're going to subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1, because we had the 1 cat left over, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so that cancels each other out, so we don't even have to put that down. So we have 1 number left over. Now, when Mr. Divide goes to call send down the next number, there's not a next number. He can't send anything else down. So now he has a choice. He can do 2 things at this point. He can either say the answer is 64, and then he can put the letter R, which means remainder, because he had 1 little cat remaining, 1 little number 1 remaining, and he can say he had a remainder of 1. That means you got 64 groups of 4, but you'll have 1 left over at the very end. It didn't go evenly, and you had 1 left over at the end. A remainder of 1, it just means he had 1 left over. After all of his 4 friends got 64 fish each, there's just 1 little fishy left over. And that's okay. Sometimes things don't go evenly. But your friends can still get something. They can still get things that are even. You can still share evenly with your friends, even if you have a little group left over. A little bit left over. That's okay. Maybe he'll just take that fishy home and put it back in his little fish tank for now. Okay? So that's one way you could answer it. Okay? Next time we come back, we will look at another way that you could answer this problem. Okay? But for now, we're done. Now we know about remainders. Remainders are just numbers that are kind of left over. Everyone got a fair share, but there's just a little bit left over afterwards. And that's okay, especially when you make them look like little cats. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We are Salmon and Cod Playtime. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll play again next time. Bye, everyone.